Hey guys, what's up? It's iJevin. How is everybody doing? Welcome back to another Minecraft news video. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. So over the last 2 days, Minecon has been going on, and there has been a ton of news come out of Minecon. They're talking about lots of new features. They had a live stream today showing all these new features, and it's honestly so much that I'm not even sure how to start, really, because there's just so much to cover. So the first thing that I want to tell you guys is I'm going to stick to my upload schedule. So you might get 2 days worth of news videos, because I'm going to do 2 news videos and then a Roller Coaster Tycoon, and then maybe even more tomorrow. So there's a lot to cover, so let's go ahead and get started right away. So the first absolute thing that you must know about the new changes is there is a new mob coming to the end. This mob is called a it's called a stalker. Now this is, you're probably thinking, like, what in the world is a stalker? It's actually called a stalker because it's short for shell lurker. So what is this mob? So the first picture I'm going to show you here is of this block. This block is actually the mob. What happens is when you get by it, the shell activates and it opens with this next picture that I'm showing you. So inside of that shell is the lurker. Now, how does he attack and how does it all work? Well, first off, when that opens, he activates and shoots a projectile at you. It's kind of like a little ball, and this ball can actually go on all 3 axes. If you don't know what that means, it can go left, right, up, down, left, south, left, north, down, right, any direction that you want to go. Now, as far as the attack damage for this, I'm not exactly sure on it just yet, but it can go pretty much anywhere. And so the reason why I'm covering this first is because this guy has a lot to do with some of the updates coming up. So I've got a couple more pictures for you. This next picture I'm showing you is of the projectile that he shoots in action. So what happens is it leaves a particle trail, so you can see how it comes out. Now I'm assuming, here's one thing that I'm kind of curious about, is if you hit this back, like, would it be able to bounce back and hit him? Is that how you damage it, or can you just run up and hit it with a sword? Now, I'm not sure how these things would, affect us, but one thing I do know is that these things can follow you. So, when you're fighting him, you should be, semi-careful. Let's look at another picture. Here's a top picture of it. It looks like it's shooting straight and turning to hit the other lurker. And so, alright, so our next thing in the end is new food. Excuse me. This new food is called End Chorus, and what that is it's, those big crystals that we thought were, pretty much, like, ender crystals to, do something with the dragon. That is actually food. So this picture that I'm showing you now is what we initially thought were ender crystals. There's actually, it's End Chorus, and it's food. Stackable up to 64, and it's farmable, but the one thing we're not sure on just yet is how farmable it is. Will it be farmable on only endstone and in the end, sort of like how Netherwart was? Hold on, my throat is so itchy, I'm very sorry. So is it going to be sort of like how Netherwart initially was, and then they changed it after a little while? How is this going to work? Are we going to be able to do farms with it to, how are we going to get it? And if that's the case, does it break when it touches other stuff like cactus does? So this next one is a breaking animation of that chorus, and from the sounds of it and what people said, this actually breaks just like cactus, and so it's going to be pretty easy to harvest. And this is the last picture I'm showing you is of the chorus fruit, which is what he's eating. And, it looks like good food. So, one thing I'm very curious on is, how is this food going to play into the end? Is it going to, give us some sort of effect or something, or of that nature? Because there is pictures of levitation as well, so, with that being said, I don't want to go too far into detail on the rest of the stuff because I'm trying to keep these videos nice and clean for you so you'll understand sort of what's going on. The last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is the end formation. Now, there's a new formation in the end. So one thing that we weren't sure about is how the resurrection of the dragon was going to work. So first off, I'm going to show you this picture of the new formation. And what the formation is the circle pillars that hold the ender crystals are now in a big circle on the end. When you get closer to these pillars, the dragon will get more hostile. And I'm kind of reading what this person put about these pictures. I'll go ahead and show you the next one as well. It's just a little bit more of a close-up, pretty much. And as you can see, we're inside of it. The crystals look more protected with iron bars around them now. So just some info on the Ender Dragon itself. The Ender Dragon protects the pillars the more you progress. Ender Dragon can also be respawned as many times as you want. You can craft a version of the Ender Crystals, which spawn another dragon when placed. So you can actually craft something like the Ender Dragon, or the Ender Crystals, but it spawns a dragon. As well as the Ender Dragon Breath is an ingredient that you can get from killing the dragon over and over again, but there's still only one egg. So it looks like we're going to be able to get a dragon's breath as an ingredient. As to what we use that for, we're not sure just yet. But so lots of going on in this first video. You see what I'm saying? Like, just right there, that's all kinds of news, and like I still got so much stuff to cover. So the new mob looks interesting. The end formation is crazy. I'm interested in the food. I'm just seeing where all this is going is nuts. So down in the comment section, let me know how you feel. Jevinator challenge for this video is going to be 361 likes. Guys, let's see if we can dominate that challenge. Question of the day is, how do you feel about the new food, the new mobs, and how things are changing in the end? So there'll be another news video out at 4 p.m. and then another one out tomorrow at 1 p.m. So make sure you stick around till then and come back tomorrow and check out the new videos, guys. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. This is iJevin.